The number one pillar for USA basketball to succeed, in my opinion, is don't underestimate, don't be surprised, and don't wait.
The sharpness of the movement has to be better.
Don't underestimate covers many things. How good the opponents are, how good the players are, and how much intensity and passion they play with against the U.S.
One second on the clock. Into Hearn. Corner. Hearn for the win. Good!
Previously, qualifying for the Olympic Games and the World Cup were both very similar. The winner of the World Cup automatically qualified for the Olympics, and the winner of the Olympics automatically qualified for the World Cup.
Now what FIBA has established is competition within our zone still, but now we're playing 12 games over 6 windows. This is a very similar model to FIFA in soccer or football.
These 15 months, we got to focus in, we got to put 6 teams together, 4 in season and 2 out of season. That qualifies you for the World Cup.
The key components were where would we get our players and where would we get our coaches.
You look at people that aren't coaching. Who are the best coaches that aren't coaching? You know, and a lot of the best coaches that aren't coaching are on TV.
You know, it's been a series so far of first quarter blowouts, which has put the team behind.
In June 2017, Coach Popovich called and asked me if I'd like to do it. I wanted to be in the mindset of what I could give to USA basketball with no worries about what was in it for me. And so I started to dive in right after the finals into FIBA basketball. I knew very little about it, knew nothing about the competition or how good they were, and quite quickly, through film study, learned just how many good teams, good players, and great coaches there were.
We're getting like a lot of jump shots right now. Let's try to, and that's fine, but let's try to actually execute something too.
We had to transition quickly to trying to put together teams for the World Cup qualifiers.
We have a brand new group of players just about every window. To implement everything that you need to play a game, whether it's man offense, zone offense, press breakers, out of bounds plays, special situations, that's a massive amount of things to install in 4 or 5 days.
Well, the task we've got on our plate is a very important one. We as G League players are responsible for qualifying our country, the United States, for the FIBA World Cup. If we don't come out here and take care of business, the U.S. will not be represented in the FIBA World Cup, but we're not worried about that happening. We plan on being very prepared to come out here and get 2 wins in this first window.
Get up, Samaj, right there at half court.
When I was a kid, you know, USA basketball meant dream team. You know, it meant Jordan and Barkley and Stockton and Pippen and, you know, Hall of Fame guys. And I like to think I'm a decent basketball player, but, you know, I'm not Hall of Fame. And so just to have this opportunity, it's been an amazing journey.
The game is totally different from like NBA to G League, how the spacing is kind of compact with the defense 3 seconds, not a rule, so you have to move the ball around. I mean, it's great if you have players who can do multiple things to make the offense go.
I look at this opportunity as a call-up. This period of time is for 10 days. So being called up and being with 12 new guys is pretty awesome to see us all come from different systems and mesh together to become one unit and go out there and fight for our country.
All the guys on the team and guys that's been through these different windows, they all have one thing in common, is that we all just faced adversity at some point, and I feel like that carries over into the way we play and the type of players that Coach wants.
Tonight, USA getting set to take on Cuba. Aaron Harrison hits the first points of the game.
Well, the three-point line was really good for the U.S. in the friendly against Mexico.
G penetrating and kicking, and Xavier Silas knocking down the triple. Another turnover for Cuba. Stockton finds Ware for the jam. So finding Brown. Clavel hit on the 3 and a chance at a 4-point play.
They're not phased by deficit right now. They're going to keep playing.
Harrison bought the fake and delivering again, Gene Kubel. We got a 1-point game. Larry's got some space and hits a huge triple.
In some ways, unless they've been in NBA playoff games, these are the most significant games that most of these players have played since college. And so the level of intensity is great. The pressure is tremendous.
All right, so we made it through security.
Yes, sir. Rashawn Thomas, USA. Here we go. It's time to get a big one.
So who are you wearing today?
I don't really know the name of these glasses, but, a friend gave them to me. I just thought they looked really cool.
We've just boarded the plane. All the guys are excited, and we're looking forward to playing against a really good Mexico team. Wish us good luck.
I think that's when I really got a taste for, how hard qualifying was going to be. None of these teams are really pushovers, and it was going to be a tough battle.
When you go down and play Mexico in Mexico City, and you get off the bus 2 hours before the game, not only is the gym packed, but the gym is packed and it's rocking.
I knew that they were going to come out with a lot of passion, and they had their full team.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is history in the making, as Mexico are going to pick up only their second win against the United States.
The atmosphere was great. It's something that you love to be a part of as a basketball player. They had the crowd behind them. We got off to a slow start, and we dug ourselves such a big hole we couldn't get out of it. So it was tough for us that night.
There's nothing you can do to change the past. I mean, everything's next play in basketball, and so now it's next play for us in the game. And I think we had a couple practices and a couple film sessions to figure out what it takes to win on the road in FIBA basketball.
Estados Unidos hace 27 años que no venían y se ha logrado realmente pues la unión. Vamos a ver.
Monster is playing a real complete game here so far tonight. Here comes Caruso. Double high screens, nice hesitation, gets it to, Caruso! At the end of the fourth quarter, 93-62, USA over Cuba. So USA ends their qualifying run with the win.
Get it in your mind, man. You have worked hard this past 7 or 8 days. Take it up to the court. Let's get it together. Let's bring a great spirit, energy, and pride to this game.
Yeah, we're here.
Round 2 from Las Vegas. USA, Uruguay is underway.
Frank Mason pushing it in with a nice delivery. Derek White, that time we finish it.
The first window I was in, we played in Vegas. We were in the States for a while. We just flew down to Panama, so we were only down there for a couple of days.
Guys, let's make it a memorable game, a great road win, and let's feel good about our effort tonight. Let's go.
Gassens goes to the basket, and what a block. Ben Moore skips it over Derek White. That's a good looking shot, and the first three-pointer of the night. A nice backdoor feed as Ben Moore throws down the dunk. USA are running again, and it's going to be a and one for Travis Trice.
We were able to go down to Panama and take care of business, and having a lot of guys with NBA experience, I think, helped just because they've been in, pretty hostile environments in the NBA.
Getting ready, mentally prepared, great road game, hopefully a road win, I'm excited, man. I got jitters and all that stuff. I'm good to go.
This trip we had 2 away games, so we were out of the country for the entire time. It was rough. I mean, it reminded me of like a college atmosphere on a road game.
Every one of those road games is Georgetown, Syracuse, is Duke, North Carolina, it's Penn, Princeton. Like every one of those games, you are going into an extremely hostile environment.
It's always intense. The crowd is into it. The conditions are very different. And, you have to be able to be prepared. You're going into somebody else's home. The other team's playing with a lot of passion, a lot of pride for their country and what they're representing.
I don't think no one really had their head down. They would just realize that, the stuff that Coach was saying, it wasn't a lie. It wasn't false. That he was really trying to prepare us for what was going to happen, and we kind of underestimated the opponent.
We're on our way to Uruguay right now. I'm looking forward to getting to a new city, new environment. You guys know that we felt some adversity last night, and we got a lot of guys with high character on this team, so I'm looking forward to seeing how guys bounce back going forward. I think we'll hold serve going to the next game, and we'll play a lot better and hopefully get this victory.
When we come back in here tonight, man, I want it to be where we can look each other in the eye and say, well done. Okay, let's go.
It was a must-win for us. We know what we won. We qualified, and Uruguay needed that game as well.
It's one of the good things that Coach and even Sean did. They didn't even let us know that if we win, we had to win one game to clinch. They approached it as, hey, we want to go down there and win 2 games.
It was hard fought. To be down 8 with 5 to go and figure out a way to come back and dominate that last closing stretch and actually win by 8 and qualify. It's one of the best 6-minute spurts a team of mine has ever played, and I was so proud of the players and how they came through in such a big, big way.
Down 7, 61-54, right? 2 guys, whatever. I'm like, that's, like, if you don't feel that, like how good that feels, and I would just challenge you to play that hard when you go back home. The sharpness of the movements has to be better.
This is our 6th window, and the fact that we've already qualified is irrelevant. We have 2 games, Panama, Argentina. We only have 3 guys that have played in previous windows, so this is a new experience for a lot of them. And we understand, like the notion of qualifying, forget that. When you walk in the gym with the USA across your chest, the opposition, they have prepared to play the name.
The road to China continues tonight in Greensboro, North Carolina, as the USA takes on Panama.
40 minutes, all 40 minutes, let's do our job and have fun, baby.
USA basketball plays its best when they translate great defense into quick strike offense.
In the first half, it was kind of subpar, letting them get wide open shots, but I think that we changed the tone of the game and we followed through with the game plan.
You guys have done a fabulous job all week. I couldn't have been prouder to coach this group. And now, one last time, let's do it right. Come on.
We started this August of 2017. It's been a long road. We had a moment of relief when we qualified in Uruguay in December, but now we want to finish this right. We want to play good basketball.
Here's Adams driving in for the 2-handed dunk.
Well, the game was a high-level, intense game. I have so much respect for Argentina. It was very fitting that Reggie, who's participated in the most qualifying games for us, was the one to hit the shot.
1 second on the clock. Into Hearn. Corner. Hearn for the win! Good! Captain America!
It's one of those things, like the fact that we did it, it's probably not gonna be talked about that much. Oh, it was supposed to happen. But if it hadn't happened, everybody would be talking about it. It was just a huge monkey off our back to be like, okay, man, we qualified. We done did it, y'all.
Go, get it, go, yeah. Here's the game ball.
Yes, sir.